Welcome back everyone to another little showcase video of the upcoming Sierra Nevada map for American Truck Simulator. I am Arzu MTZ here again, and we're going to be showing off the Interstate 80 corridor here across from Reno to Sacramento. I believe last time we showed off the routes that go across down here, like around Yosemite and Sonora Pass. I had finally completed a couple of little pending little details on I-80 and also around the Lake Tahoe area. So we're going to be showing off those two areas here. The eastern part of Reno, or Sparks, is, well, still in development. We've kind of been putting it off. I know we need to start again on it again, but bear with us. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. So what do we got here? Driving again, little Kenworth here with some planks here. Um, Very common in these areas. A lot of wood in the Sierra Nevada, I guess. Didn't pick them up here. It's a little store in the background, but hey, it's a good starting position. And we're going to be starting off here in Reno, in the southern section of Reno. So to my right is Interstate, I think it's 580. Yes, it's 580. Co-signed with US 395. For anyone that knows those areas in real life, you probably know where we're at. And let's just go on ahead. And on to the on-ramp. All right, so I'm not sure if back up when I did the stream, I showed off parts of Interstate 80. I think I did, but it wasn't too much of it. And quite honestly, there have always been a lot of, bugs that I had to fix around here. Now, JBTE or Eblem did pretty much all of the landscaping and all that stuff, but there are a lot of little minor details that I'm pretty good at, and I just wanted to go over the whole thing and make sure everything looks in tip-top condition. What is this guy do? Okay, good. No, not good. Come on now, dude. I feel like at home with all these bad drivers, I guess. But that's kind of why I think, if I remember correctly, I hadn't showed off that corridor. And if I did, there are a lot of improvements. A lot of them are a bit minor, but you'll probably be able to appreciate them. They're just little minor details that I think just add to the immersion, right? So let's get on the freeway here. Now, I believe I have traffic set to a little higher than usual. Quite honestly, I like to play with more traffic, not just because of the immersion, but also because if the lag... Why is this thing moving so much? Yeah, it's moving a little weird. It's not just you guys, trust me. Huh. Alright. Well, anyway, it's not just for the immersion, but also it's a way to test the lag. Because if the game works well with high volumes of traffic, that means it's going to work well with the normal traffic. So it's just a way to stress test the whole thing. And quite frankly, oh yeah, you can see the unfinished parts of the city over there. That's Sparks over there. Quite frankly, a big reason why I like doing these videos sometimes is just I use it as an excuse to go beta test. So if you do see bugs here, go ahead and leave a comment here or leave it on the forums where we also talk about a bit, and we'll make sure to get to it, as we want to make sure to release with as few bugs as possible. I know it tends to be a little impossible, but we'll try our best. All right, merging into Interstate 80 eastbound. So this part I believe I did already showcase in the stream that I did, but nothing really has changed. There's just a couple bugs that I had seen that should be taken care of. But one of the biggest issues that you might notice is that a lot of mountains just kind of spawn out of nowhere in some places, and there's just not much more we could do, because a lot of it just has to do with the little trick we use to be able to put more routes in, like in a closer space. It just hides other sections while keeping the one you're currently in loaded. And there's, I mean, you'll see here, I mean, how the road just zigzags all over the place. Um, it's cool because it enabled us to make the roads just much longer and feel more immersive, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, there are some spots that it was a little difficult to hide some of those details. You'll see in a bit, but I think personally I still really love how the corridor came out, and I think we're just gonna leave it as is. Maybe the map isn't for everyone, but hey, I tried. All right, so heading westbound here. This is the last exit of Reno, Macran Boulevard, which actually Macran, I believe, if I'm pronouncing it right, circles around the entire city. So this is the western side of it. Yeah, see, you could see some of those mountains there just popping up. All right, maybe go down a little bit there. All right, so let's see what we got here. Truckee's coming up next at 19 miles. We got San Francisco, and they're already coming up. Which, I mean, hopefully eventually we'll get to San Francisco. Just not for the time being. And right after you leave Reno, you cross the border over to California. Got a little warning signs here. Watch for snow removal. Some little indications. Just, you know, when you cross over to a different state, there's usually all these warnings from, like, you know, things that are specific to each state. And I just wanted to replicate that here in this map. Driving on the Allen S. Hart Freeway. I don't know who that person is, but I did see the sign on Google Maps, and Google Maps and Street View have been just our best friends for this stuff. Oh boy, I've never actually driven on this. Purple Heart Trail, which also comes up. Yeah, tons of different signs here, for sure. And you'll see those in real life too. It's also why I'm driving with the zoomed in vision, because you could just see all the detail on those. There's a Truckee River. All right, let's drive a little more normally. A little choo-choo train. Now, for some reason, I've noticed that sometimes, like, you'll see the train going through there. Ah, and there you go. And then another one appears over here. So I gotta take a look to see what's causing that. That's not correct. I recently did something on those train tracks, so it might have something to do with it. But I'm sure we could fix it, because that does not look cool. It looks cool to see the trains on there, but just not for them to be appearing like that. And by the way, speed limit here for trucks in California is capped at 55 miles an hour, even though normal traffic could go 65 in this section. I am going, I think, 78. But, I mean, we got stuff to showcase. I'll leave the real driving to when you're actually enjoying your time and, you know, just chilling on your desk and just playing the game. But right now we got some places to show off, so ain't nobody got time for that. And to be honest, when I'm talking, I kind of forget about the speed. So I'm sorry about that. Alright. Let me go down one more speed there. So coming up next, we got a little, it's both the weigh station and also where they check for fruits and vegetables. So there's a weigh station. I think we'll have to go in. It's unfortunately not a functional weigh station. It's very elaborate, not as there's none in the actual game that SES has made that looks like this one, so we kind of just, you know, use the assets that we had within the map editor to make it look as close as real as possible. But unfortunately, it just means it doesn't really work. But I still think it's pretty cool. I could probably put a sign here saying it's closed or something. But you could see here. And the other cool thing about this place is that it's also useful as a resting spot. Here, let me. So we could go in here And there's a lot of different parking spots right here. And a little spot for trucks to just, you know, for drivers to take a nap or something. And this is pretty darn close to how it is in real life. If anyone has ever gone over Donner Pass, I'm pretty sure this will be a place that you might recognize. So I'll be glad to see if you like it, right? So let's go back over here. And it looks pretty functional, but unfortunately it is not. We have to get some custom prefabs to be able to get that to work. Alright, and let's merge here. Now, last time I tested this, it was a big pain getting across this little part here because traffic, I don't know, was building up on this little merge and the AI is just so dumb, unfortunately. Yeah, see, they're already stopping there. Granted, I do have it way above the normal AI traffic volume, but I just wish it worked. And like, again, I'm doing that just to test it, more or less. Just as long as there's no lag, I'm okay with that. Normally, it shouldn't be doing this. Oh, wow. See, there we go. That's what's causing it. And unfortunately, they're never going to move from there. So it's just a bummer that you can't just get the traffic higher just to have a little more immersion. Because then little bugs like that happen, unfortunately. Alright, coming up here is Truckee. If you go, I believe, southbound that way, you'll get to Lake Tahoe from here. Take this little route right here. Just turn on my lights. Actually, let's set. That's not smart. Not smart. Let's do this instead. Set time. Is that the one? 800? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. Is it time set 800? I forget it all the time. Oh, wait. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I should have gone to sleep there. There we go. Alright, that works. Did that work, though? Yeah, it's 8 a.m. Alright, perfect. So we'll hide that again. Don't really need it. Alright, sorry about that. So still on I-80 here on our way towards Sacramento, westbound. Wait, let's do that instead. There we go. What's the next exit coming up? Donner Lake. So a lot of there's a lot of exits on this freeway, and not a lot of them have much you could really do in terms of cargo you could take. A lot of them are just for show or just little random routes you could take. But one of the ones that we will be taking on our way back is this little hidden route that you won't see on the game map. It's not supposed to be for truckers, but you can take it, and it's actually pretty nice. And we'll be going through there shortly too. Donner Lake. Another thing that we also really tried hard on, even though the highway is going over this really rugged terrain, we really tried to get the freeway to just, to allow you to drive at a high speed without any problem, just as it is in real life. If you got a heavy load, yeah, you'll feel it in some parts, especially coming back. But overall, like, you could still go up at a pretty decent speed. It's just, you gotta keep the freeway up to interstate standards for those of you that know a little bit about that. We're doing, I think, 62 right now. Can't really feel it. Coming up over there on the left, you'll see Donner Summit, which is the highest point on Interstate 80 in California. Not sure if it is overall, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. From what I know of, I haven't seen I-80 past Salt Lake City. I don't remember how it goes, but I do know that it's nowhere near as impressive as I-70 through the Rockies. So I think this is probably the highest point. And on top of Donner Pass is another little rest area. I think there was a sign earlier, but the truck probably hit that from us from our view. But you'll see the sign right now. Yeah, there we go. Rest area. So if the little set time trick didn't work, I was gonna go in here to just rest and get the time to pass. There's Donner Summit, elevation 7,239 feet. That is about what, like 1,600 meters, more or less, I think. For those of you that don't use freedom units. Alright, so this part, I like how this starts looking. You get this really long downgrade. And some of this is actually pretty steep too. We'll hopefully be able to use that a little bit. I'm gonna let these merge a little bit. That will take us towards Nevada City. You can't go that way, unfortunately, though. But there is something down there. I believe there's a little, there's a place where you can take cargo down there. So it is useful. As a matter of fact, yeah. So really, it's just to go down to this thing. Not much else, fortunately. This turned out so good. All right, so Auburn, 42 miles. That's actually when before you hit Sacramento, you already get to like major urban area, but it's called Auburn. So the interchange where we're gonna turn around is in Auburn, not exactly Sacramento. Coming up, here's the Immigrant Gap. Another little cool section of the freeway. I especially like how this place looks when you're coming back. So going uphill instead. Definitely looks really cool. These folks are going a little slow. I'm going below 65. Alright, so you see that little indentation up in the mountain on the left? So that's a little road that I was talking about that is hidden. That is actually modeled off the original route before the interstate was built, and you can drive on it. You won't see it in the map, in the GPS, but you can. You take exit 156 here, you go towards the left, and we're actually going to go that way, though on the way back, I'm first going to go to Immigrant Gap, just because I like how that place looks, just to show you guys. Alright, so here comes another little steep downgrade. We got a little place to check your brakes. Kind of wish you could, that played a little bigger role in the game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge to SES there. I'm pretty sure they know. I'm pretty sure they know what everybody wants. Alright, so that's a little closer to the speed I should be going. And now we begin our descent down into the Sacramento area. Now, for those of you that follow our little forum on the SCS forums, we've really hinted at the fact that we want to make sure that the Bay Area and Sacramento all feel like this giant metro area. There really isn't that much agriculture going on between each other. Well, there is, but it's so mixed in with other urban areas that, you know, it feels like this huge, big metropolitan area overall. So we really want to invoke that feeling. In the first release that we're making here, what we're calling the Sierra Nevada map mod, a part of Sacramento will be already done, which you'll see a bit here, but not the whole thing, unfortunately. Just a little taste, you know. That looks pretty cool. And we're going to be taking that exit here just to go around, because after that exit is, well, Sacramento. And it's not done yet. There's our exit. Placer Hills Road, Canyon Way, exit 133. And when you see that bridge in real life, you know you're pretty much in the metro area. A lot of traffic here. Please go. We got a video to shoot. Oh no, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while. Oh no. If this does take a while, I'm just gonna remove the traffic. It's not gonna be cool for the video, but I don't wanna keep you guys stuck here too long. Are you gonna go? Oh, man. Yeah, it's time. I'm sorry. Alright, G traffic. We're just gonna leave it at 1. Alright. Here we go. So at least we're gonna stop, as you're supposed to. Oh no. Come on. What are you doing? Are you really that steep? Do I really not know how to drive stick shift? To be honest, this thing has always been a little weird to me. That's weird. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just not doing this right. Hopefully nobody's coming. Alright, yeah. Apparently I don't know how to drive stick shift. I do. I had a stick shift car for like 7 years. My first... No, where'd I learn how to drive? It was a... What are they called? ATV, or the four-wheelers. Oh. Yeah, I told you guys this isn't finished. Yeah, pay no attention to the bugs. This is not finished. Alright. At least I'm gonna stop. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I learned how to drive on an ATV. That thing was manual. I mean, it didn't have a stick like cars do, but I've driven stick shift a lot. Actually, now I drive an automatic, but I kind of really miss that stick shift. It's just being stuck in traffic with the manual transmission car is just not that fun. That's kind of why I didn't buy another stick shift. I just went for automatic, but oh yeah, I told you guys this isn't finished. But for those road trips that you do sometimes, I mean, I like doing road trips. JBTE or Eblim and I did one last month, pretty long one too, 4,000 miles in a week, and I kind of wish it was stick shift. Granted, it's a fun car. I like the car. It's a Mazda 6. They're good cars, but yeah, I do wish it was stick shift. But anyway, so yeah, this part will have bugs. As you're seeing, things are appearing. We haven't really set the way that pops up quite well yet, as this part is just, you know, work in progress still. But it's just little minor details. So now we're heading back on Interstate 80 eastbound towards Reno again. So now just show you guys the other way around. I hope you really like the way it looks so far. And you know, this part has some pretty steep parts, but I got a pretty strong truck here, an 18 speed, and my load isn't that heavy, so I won't really suffer going uphill. But I know some folk will, so make sure to plan ahead. Nice little lagoon or lake there. So I should be going right for the place I want to take you guys, but I want to show off again Emigrant Gap. Going eastbound looks so much more cool in my opinion, and it does in real life too. So it makes sense that even in the game it looks much cooler. Got a couple little imperfections on the road. This road sees a lot of snow in real life, so the surface quality is just not as good as it could be, which we've tried to replicate here. So approaching here, Immigrant Gap. I'm gonna get off on this exit though, but I just really like how that area looks. It looks really cool in my opinion. And in real life, out in the distance, you'd be able to see the snowy mountains. It's just, you know, not as impressive in the game, unfortunately, as it is in real life. Alright, so we're gonna just go back here. Nothing really much to the left. Sorry, to the right. I think there's a little cargo area here. You could take cargo to. Oh no, it's that way. It's straight. So not right. It was this way. Little dirt road. But now we're going back on the main highway. Oh no, you can't go straight. Oh gosh, I don't remember that. It's like I'm not even the author of this map, huh? Alright, here we go again. So just getting off here on the next exit, and you know, I've kind of left this video kind of long, so I think I'm going to stop it here at this little gas station. I do believe I need gas myself, I think. Do I? Yeah, I could use some gas. Oh, it's that button. So we're going to leave it there. I'm going to make another video, though, don't worry. I'm going to record it right after this, actually, so it'll be recorded, just, you know, just to not make the whole video too long. And I want to go towards Lake Tahoe as well, so also we'll be showing that part off as well. Definitely little cool spots here. Let's go. I know a truck's coming, but let's go. And again, for those of you that know this spot in real life, here in Nyack Road, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ooh, major bugs. We got this little gas station, a little truck stop. So that is replicated here as well. And there you have it. So we're gonna stop it there. Let's show off a little bit of what you see. Pretty cool looking place, I would say. Not too bad. There's a truck stop, by the way. So we're going to leave it here, and on the next video, we're going to be going, we can't even see it, but there's a little road that'll take you through here, down to Truckee, over here. So we'll go there, and then over to the Lake Tahoe area. So stay tuned for that, coming soon. Sooner than you think, actually. Might already be up, too. All right.